Career can lock in here that will give them bottom side prio. And so what does he do? Does he opt to just sit back and defend with something like a Yummi? I guess that's the answer.
Yep.
It did not work for him very well last time, but we'll see if this is a different look as the blind Sion comes through.
This team doesn't really have engage. I mean, it's got very nice front to back, but starting a fight will not be up to them.
Ooh, and the Gnar here feels like a cherry on top. It's one of Clear's best picks, even considering the matchup.
Yeah. Thinking for a play here on a Vicla, who just does not flash the shove. Now he's going to flash, but I don't know about that. Jarvan coming over, but way too late. First blood given over to ShowMaker.
Yeah, a bit of a great timing there for Lucid to come in with Vicla's positioning. He went ghost, obviously, so this is really going to hurt. Dying like this, can surf back. I don't think he's going to Weaver's well back to lane, but I guess it's an option. But the choice to flash there, I think, is the most painful of all, because Raptor was somewhat nearby and is quite mobile on Jarvan and did have his Cataclysm, so maybe there's a miscommunication. Like, you know, we see Raptor maybe call out, or you can imagine maybe Raptor is calling out, like, I'm relatively nearby, if you can buy just a little bit of time. But as you can see on the minimap here, he's just finishing the Dragon. He is, in fact, quite far away and cannot assist. That last Sand Soldier is going to come up. Diable's like, I would have done the same thing.
280 carries, handshake across the rift. Lucid going to be spotted here. We got a wall coming in. Lucid in a bit of trouble. Kellin here first as well. There's just nowhere for Lucid to go. And the chains going to land here onto the Ezreal. Flash damage comes in from Smash. And now Smash, no flash. He's just dead. Nowhere to go. And you see that Career trying to back, but there's no way they're going to let him go. And the second they got the Ezreal, the Yummi is always just going to be tacked on. And eventually, Vicla takes him down. So 3 kills go the way of BNK on the bottom side of the map.
ShowMaker opts not to TP down. He TPs back to lane and is going to get some plate gold in return here with the Crystalline Overgrowth to proc. It's really just one he gets, though. Taliyah can get back to lane relatively quickly. And this is on vision. Unfortunately for Lucid, he has a control ward to the right there, so probably thought he was okay, thought he was unseen. Doesn't have flash, unable to get over the wall. And then down here, Kellin flashes forward as well to guarantee the root, which gives the follow-up here for Raptor. And then, as you say, when you get one with the Yummi, you get two, as ShowMaker makes the call to TP mid and try to get something back there, knowing that Vicla's at least spending a decent amount of time down here. But this is a huge win for BNK.
Yeah, it's pretty gigantic.
But may even cost them an additional farm here as they are looking for more.
Oh, the max range chain Smash is dead again. And Career, well, we just said it before, he is absolutely dead. They're just trying to give the kill over to Diable, but the arrow at least misses. And a double kill goes to Raptor. We got a TP coming in, though.
Yeah, this is a very greedy choice. Lucid's coming over as well. I don't know if they get anything from this. It's a bit slow.
Yeah, just a little bit slow. And, well, he's going to ult into the wall. And maybe with the smash on Kellin, they will get him. So they at least get the support. But now Clear wins.
Clear doesn't actually even need to use his TP. He's getting so much gold here. I think it's absolutely not worth it. At least you got something. You know, you have to make something of that situation. But bit of a disaster.
As got the dragon at least.
That dragon will go over, as Raptor, had to go back there. So that makes it a little bit better, and that will tie us up one apiece in terms of dragons, but the execution of this was incredibly risky. If Kellin gets away there, it's even worse. Completed as the AD carry, the less money you're generating from anything, but specifically minions as well, really starts to add up how much you can get as ShowMaker looks to shove.
Trying for it. Remember, Diable does not have his flash. Shutdown goes in. ShowMaker gets away from the Jarvan for now, but Raptor comes in. Vicla's here as well. Big shove onto the two of them, and Career not able to get on in there onto Lucid, as Lucid going kind of crazy mode right now. Is going to have the cat on his back as well, but eventually does go down. And Career this time will waddle away.
I think it's worth there to get the last kill, and Career gets away this time. So as you mentioned, I think it ends up being fine second time. But going to this play here, it's a great choice to go on to Diable because, as you mentioned, they know he doesn't have flash. Shuffle comes through. But Vicla, actually, look at the angle he takes from the bottom lane. It's one that I don't think Dplus really expected. And the Cataclysm comes through, buys just enough time, and then this shove is phenomenal. Career cannot rejoin for a while. And Lucid's like, all right, well, I'm just going to send it here. Goes for the play, forces Vicla's flash, and then goes in deeper. Career detaches early to get out, so he survives this time around. I think they get very easily as Vicla. No way, right?
Yeah, yes way. Taliyah really very much struggling into the Sion, and Shove is going to miss. He gets axed down by Sion. Siwoo with the solo kill on a Vicla. And that's whoopsie number 2, Wolf.
There's a big chance erupting.
Lucid is here, though, and they do want to fight this, actually, kind of. As ShowMaker's not here, this is going to be secured by Raptor, and Lucid, he's going to be walked into the pit. Now he doesn't have his flash. We got TP coming in, as DK are like, who cares about item spikes? We want to fight right now. And they don't even have a jungler anymore. Lucid about to go down. There he goes. As Smash as well being slowed up. There's the big ult into the wall. Catches 2 and make it 3 with the Yummi. They take down Smash. And that's about all they're going to get as DK just waddle away as well.
There's been so much of this game that has been played by Dplus, almost as if, you know, it's the Wadid principle, you know, playing not to lose, like, or playing really like as if you have already lost. In committing to this fight, going for the Hail Marys, another Hail Mary in a series of
Didn't have
them.
to do that.
And like, in this fight, in this scenario, you don't have any control. You have to know that the Gnar has TP. He's going to be able to join at a moment's notice. Both top laners waiting for the judgment call, right, as the TPs come through. The positioning of the TP here for Siwoo isn't even really favorable. Clear has Mega Gnar. He's charged it at the correct time. And Dplus committing to this fight, you're locked in. Like, there's a Taliyah there. The Gnar bar is still set. He ends up having a massive Gnar as they go over the wall here. And the Yummi shielding is not enough to win you this fight. You don't have the skirmishing power here anymore. And I think they thought they were at a closer game state than they were, hoping that maybe the Varus wasn't going to be able to do enough long-term damage and that then the Ezreal would carry. But the Ezreal doesn't have 2 items, like you said. And that was a bit of a flop for Dplus. It might have cost them the end of this game. Like, there was still an in, but now there's not.
Absolutely does feel that way, Wolf, as they're trying to punish Clear here. Might just be able to. No flash on him, and that will be a kill. A shutdown going over to ShowMaker. We got a big push in mid, though, as BNK looking to get a bunch back. They're also going to get some turret plates in top lane and really try to solidify this lead.
Yeah, it's a kill. That's the win that you're getting. It's a kill for no kills, but in terms of the gold, not really being the win I think Dplus were hoping for. Plus, that was ShowMaker committing his teleport for it because there's no pressure anywhere else. Vicla can get that plate there topside and then back to defend this turret. If ShowMaker got the kill with this TP gank and they were able to get the whole turret, you'd feel a little bit differently about this. As this is just really aggressive play from Lucid, and I think he's the one who makes the call to ShowMaker, like, I think we can actually kill this guy. His Gnar is fading, and they do get the kill, but they can't really get much else here as they are looking for Soul Point, and I just don't think Dplus should be anywhere near this.
Nice dodging here from Lucid as Vicla, once again, he is putting his face in it, has to flash away. We got a Sion going in. Kellin just going to flash out of the way, and that means that Vicla and Diable are in big trouble as the Sion is behind them. They do take down Lucid, though, and now the Sion alone is not able to do too much. Smash being bullied in the front line, gets taken out, and the damage and the wallets are too big for the side of BNK. Bait them into the fight, as Vicla says, I got him this time.
The draft here for Dplus certainly had its ins. It certainly had the ability to scale and maybe smash the 1v9 angle. That dream could have been real if they didn't fall behind with really little prio in this game with the draft they had. And from behind, when you're engaged, is Xin Zhao with Yummi and hoping for the best, or perhaps a crazy Sion flank, that at this lead, at this deficit for Dplus, there just isn't a whole lot of agency for you with this composition, and you're hoping this game goes 40 minutes plus if you're going to have any chance of getting back in. And this isn't even the cleanest start here for BNK in this fight. Raptor is so far away. Vicla has to flash, and they have the Sion coming through. But it's not an even game state. Lucid loses most of his health here, and Smash has to play aggressively to get anything done. That's a numbers game they just simply aren't going to win. Like, he's just hitting a Xin Zhao here. The rest of the team can group up, and Diable, his health is low, but he's got such high range that he can follow up so easily to shoves like this from Vicla. The lead is just too much.
The Soul. I mean, the game is essentially over at this point with the 9,000 gold lead for BNK and the comp they have, but as you mentioned, maybe if we go another 15 minutes, we could make something of it, but instead it's just going to be Siwoo going down.
Siwoo trying to make a big play, but sadly will just come up empty-handed. I think they know, they have been playing as if,
you know, the dregs of the Rebel Baron power play come in, they're going to utilize as much of that as possible to try to hit this turret. As Lucid is going to go, stacks up the Q. Vicla just flashes away. The Raptor goes very hardcore into that backline, immediately just dies. But look at Clear bouncing in the backline, takes them out. As BNK FEARX, no fear, they dive the turrets, and they get a lot out of it. They didn't necessarily have to do that, but you know what? They're going to get the tower for their troubles.
Yeah, when Siwoo falls here, they should be able to actually chip away and take out this inhibitor as well, which would be the third and final, which would guarantee that dragon is all. But, I mean, I cannot even imagine a world where if BNK took their hands off the keyboard, Dplus could get the dragon with 3 inhibitors down. They don't need to end here, but that is enough. And yes, the execution of that could have been a lot cleaner from BNK. They could have been a lot more patient. They could have waited for an additional wave. As it's heroics from Dplus. Like, we could be honest about that. The situation here is very aggressive from Lucid. BNK played this slow, then they put a lot of damage into Lucid. He actually gets so much value here because of it, and ShowMaker goes low, and then everyone's just deciding, okay, we got to all in on ShowMaker. ShowMaker just has a great flash here, grabs the kill. The crowd goes wild when ShowMaker survives here.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's not really going to be enough to turn the tides as Dplus.
And Lucid's already half health. This is what I was talking about. Like, you have this Yummi, but you're dealing with so many fed poke champions. ShowMaker dodges everything. As now, Siwoo gonna go in and send it one last time. But Raptor surviving, gets in, flag and drags into the backline. Lucid creates a lot of space. The GA is popped, but I just think the wallets are too heavy at this point in the game. As down will go ShowMaker tries to make the play, and he does scoop up one, but that's only Vicla, and your Nexus is exposed. BNK looking like the much stronger team here in game number 1, and they want to send a message as well with the last minutes of gameplay as they're trying to take all of them out, but they'll just take down the Nexus and move ahead in the series 1-0.
127